Here's two little tiny baby Acqua Colonia from a set. You can see how tiny they are. They're so cute. So these are part of the set where I discovered the lemon and ginger, which I'm in love with, and the other one that I'm in love with that I will do another video on. And also I have like a mini what was it, lychee and mint as well in there. So those are all ones that I will be keeping, because if I'm going to be wearing them, these are really good size bottles to take around with me. But these are two where I don't think I need a full bottle of them. And for the lime and nutmeg, I thought I'd really like this one. These are just, you've got to pull off the lids. I'm actually just going to put a little bit on now to see if I can talk about this. Now, I don't know if I'm just anosmic to that perfume, but I can't really smell anything. It's incredibly faint. It's more like... it smells a little bit like I've just grazed my arm with some lime juice. Yeah, or maybe even just the skin of a lime. It's, compared to all the other ones I've smelled, this is water. This is almost water. So again, that might be me being like totally anosmic to it, but yeah, it smells a bit like dirty lime, this one. I wouldn't recommend this one to anyone, I think, because I love lime. Oh my god, I love lime. I love the smell of lime. I love the taste of lime. I love limes. I also absolutely love nutmeg. I've never really noticed it too much in a perfume, and I don't know I've ever smelt it in a perfume that's kind of a simple singular notes as this, but I love nutmeg generally. Certainly love it in food. It definitely gets a little bit stronger as your skin warms up, but it never gets strong enough for me to even... Let me just... I can't even smell it when I waft my arm past my face. This is very, very weak sauce, and I don't think that this one is worth bothering with, really. So the Blood Orange and Basil, though, is actually really nice, and I think... I wonder if I'll be able to change my own mind now. I mean, I'll literally be doing this and be like, oh no, maybe I should get a big bottle because it's so nice. It is nice. It's really good, this one. This one I would definitely recommend. Ooh. And it's, yeah, it's a bit more interesting than just a normal orange one, because it does smell like fresh orange, and the basil does give it a nice herbal quality. Yeah, but this is one... Oh, it is really nice though, this one. It's good. It's not as strong. I don't think this is as strong as the Mandarin. What's it called? The Mandarin and Cardamom, but I think it's a relatively similar vibe, even though you can tell that this one is blood orange and you can tell that that one's Mandarin. You can tell that they're both kind of orangey citrus fruits, but they do have, you can differentiate between the different fruits. And this one I think starts off a bit more masculine and then gets a little more feminine as it dries down and gets a bit more blood orangey, and the basil kind of calms down a bit. So I do actually really like this one. I think it's really fresh. But I think my general feeling about it is that I don't need a big bottle of this, and I've got this little one, so if I fancy wearing it, I've got this tiny little one. And I can quite happily wear this guy. Yeah. Although, you know, if you like the sound of blood orange and basil, this is very nice. If I did, and like I said, if I didn't have the Mandarin one, I might be tempted to just buy this one because it is different. But again, if you just want a slightly orangey vibe and you want it to be fresh, then I think either of these would be great, because they both have a sort of a citrusy fruit juice smell about them, which is delicious. But again, like, I am so obsessed with the lemon one. I am so deeply in love with the lemon ginger from this collection that I don't really necessarily feel like I need loads of other citruses. I definitely don't need a lime, but Yep, still doesn't really have much of a smell, and I don't really need a blood orange and basil when I've already got the mandarin one. Even though this one's really nice, and I really sort of struggled to decide what I was going to get a full bottle of, and I went for the mandarin one because I feel like the mandarin one's just a bit more unusual because it's mandarin, and I don't really have perfumes that have. I've got a few perfumes that got orange in. I've got one obviously that's got clementine in it, if you've seen one of my other videos. But I don't think I've got mandarin perfumes, and it's really, really tasty, that smell. So even though that one starts to lean a bit cardamom-y, a bit masculine, in summer I think I'd probably still lean towards trying that one occasionally. But if you like the idea of blood orange and basil, then you should definitely try this. I think it's really, really, really nice. And again, like if you can get, I think it was from Perfume Dreams that I got the little set of the Acqua Colonias. That's a really good shout as well, because then you will get to have a sniff of a lot of the ones that you can actually still buy. But yeah, I mean, I would never recommend the lime and nutmeg because I don't think it really smells of anything at all. If you have this one and you've smelt it, maybe let me know. It's so... I mean, even for me, it's too subtle a skin scent. Like, I think I'd have to drown myself in this. Maybe I've just got a bad batch, I don't know. The more it dries down, the nicer it is. It is a really nice smell. But I have to smash my whole face into my arm to be able to smell it. And that's not the case with these other Acqua Colonias. They are quite noticeable, even if they're not particularly long lasting. So yeah, I think I wouldn't recommend this one. I would recommend this one, and I'd recommend any of the others I've got, to be honest. So yeah, I think they're really, really lovely. Really nice indeed. They're just so fresh. But yeah, this one, but too subtle even for me.